I think the changes since I first had my children have been enormous.
As soon as you have a child, suddenly you just expect the whole world to be child-friendly, and it's not.
It's down to the most mundane things, you know, making shops more aware, making restaurants more aware, making the population more aware that having children can be and is quite difficult.
So it's lovely that people are actually thinking about how to make life easier. People are actually really thinking, you know, how the layout of the shops are and all the problems that can occur. It's all really positive energy. It's great.
Many people ask me the question as to why I'm involved in the Tommy's charity. And of course, it's a painful reason because my wife and I lost a child.
It's a terrible thing to lose your child at any time, and especially when you've just given birth to it and carried it for 9 months. It's just so awful. You just couldn't believe how bad it is.
We do blame ourselves, and we'd like people to turn around and tell us, no, this is why it's happening, rather than thinking it's your own fault.
There's a lot of unsolved mysteries with births and pregnancies and whatever, and, you know, these things need to be sorted out.
The pain is acute, and only research will avoid it happening to many other people in the future.
The Parent Friendly Awards, launched 12 years ago, encourage organisations across the UK to cater for the needs of parents and families.
Not many people know about PDSA today. We've been around since 1917, but actually only about a third of people in this country know who we are and what we do. So if we're going to compete with other charities that are much more of a household name, we've really got to make PDSA a household name as well.
PDSA provides free treatment for the pets of people who cannot afford to pay private veterinary fees.
The fact that PDSA is here is a great comfort to our clients. We can immediately say that they can forget any worries about money, about finance. We'll concentrate on the pet, on treating that and putting it right. Personally, I would like to thank everyone who gives any money to PDSA, and a particular thank you to people who are able to leave substantial amounts of money, for example through legacies, because that really gives us the resources that we need to run this service. I've worked for PDSA for nearly 16 years now, and it's certainly the best job that I've ever had.
Maria had been unwell for a while, and they thought she had a virus and various things, but I knew something was wrong, and I couldn't understand what it was. Well, I've been talking to lots of friends, as you do in situations like that, and a friend of mine had suggested that there should be a fund for solicitors that will assist them in times when, you know, they go through hardship, financial hardship. And I think I actually then saw an advert in the Law Society Gazette, which made me call. You know, from having a salary to being on benefits, no, you don't. You just think, well, I need to do this. I have a child, I've got a mortgage, I've got things, responsibilities, I need assistance.
On the day of the accidents, I was on my way to Twickenham when unfortunately I fell off my motorbike, which resulted in me breaking my back at the thoracic region. Well, the SBA immediately gave me aid when I needed it, really. They came out and did an assessment, and as a result of that, they were able to make the improvements and, well, adaptations to my house, which enabled me to come straight out of hospital and lead a full and independent life.
Today, the Elizabeth Finn Trust helps over 2,000 people from a professional or similar background and their families every year, either through providing financial assistance on a regular basis or by assisting with one-off grants. In addition, the Trust specialises in helping people in later life, providing care through its network of award-winning, high-quality residential and nursing homes.
For over 100 years now, we've been helping people of all ages, from a professional or similar background, who've fallen on hard times through no fault of their own. Sometimes they just don't know where to turn in a crisis, and we can act as a signpost and direct them to social services, to the benefits agency, or to another charity. At all times, confidentiality, of course, is of crucial importance, and we never put state benefits at risk.
I became disabled when I was 17. I broke my neck in a skiing accident. And I found myself in a fortunate situation in 1992 where I was offered a job by Channel 4. And I knew very well that the wheelchair which I had at the time would never be up to the mark for the job which I was going to do. Unfortunately, I didn't have any money. So through my social worker, we approached the Elizabeth Finn Trust and we asked them whether they'd be able to help out. And they very kindly wrote back, and after a few discussions about my situation, they actually bought the wheelchair for me. So I got this brand spanking new lightweight wheelchair, which absolutely changed my life and made it far easier for me to do the job which I was asked to do at Channel 4.
The Royal Medical Benevolent Fund has been helping doctors and their dependents in need for over 175 years. The majority of the fund's beneficiaries are receiving state benefit. Guided by caseworkers, the case committee meets to assess the best strategy to help those eligible for assistance. With an increase in younger applicants, the fund now offers professional money advice and help with retraining costs.
We are enormously grateful to the many thousands of doctors and their families who support the fund, either by subscribing or by the voluntary work with the many guilds, or by responding to the annual President's Christmas Appeal, or by the bequeathing of legacies. However, the need continues to grow, and so we are turning to the profession with the aim of recruiting many more doctors as members. You can play your part by subscribing £20 a year to the fund, or by becoming a volunteer visitor, a fundraiser, or a liaison officer in your area.
Whether your aim is to raise public awareness, generate more donations, redefine your charity, or recruit essential volunteers, we believe a video is a highly effective tool for charities today. For further information, please contact Conference and Video Dynamics. Thank you.